All right, team, let's walk through our structured end zone offense. This is what we're going to run when we catch the disc about 15 to 20 yards outside the end zone. The goal is to maintain discipline, timing, and spacing, and most importantly, give ourselves clean, high percentage chances to score. Let's break it down. First, how do we set up? We're going vertical stack in the end zone. 5 cutters lined up in a straight line, slightly on the break side. Handler 1 has the disc. Handler 2 is positioned slightly diagonal on the open side, creating a triangle around the disc. Why do we set slightly break side? Because it gives more room to cut into the open lane and sets us up for rounds and resets. Who goes first? Cutter 1, front of the stack. You're our initiator. Make a decisive cut, ideally toward the open side, front cone or across to the break side if there's a poach. If you don't get the disc, immediately clear hard to the back of the stack. Why clear hard? Because your movement triggers the rest of the offense. You're creating space and flow. After cutter 1 clears, the entire stack takes a small step forward. Now it's cutter 2's turn. Same idea. Cut with intent to score. If cutter 2 doesn't get it, clear to the back and the stack moves forward again. What if the first 2 cutters aren't open? That's okay. We've set up a structure for that. Let's say we've gone through 2 cutter attempts. What now? Around stall 5 or 6, handler 1 looks for a reset to handler 2. Handler 2, you make a jab step up line, then cut laterally for an around, receiving it on the open side. Why this movement? Because it opens the reset space while still threatening downfield. If done right, it keeps the defense honest. Now we've moved the disc to handler 2. What do we do next? Handler 1, you immediately cut up line on the open side. We call this throw open, go open. If you throw to the open side, you attack that same lane after. What if that up line isn't available? Handler 1 clears to the back of the stack. Cutter 3 recognizes this and fills into the handler space. Becomes the new reset option. The stack moves forward again, and we reset the cycle. What if cutter 3 doesn't fill or isn't an option? Then cutter 3 stays in motion and cuts up line. If they're not open, they clear to the back of the stack. Cutter 4 fills into the handler spot. The cycle resets again. Yes, we may lose a few yards, but we maintain structure and possession.